I'm Seth Hillary Jackson, and I am going to do some original songs for you as soon as I finish setting all this up. Ah, shoot. Well, there goes that. You know, that's really annoying. That's not going to work. Okay, you know, one wrong click and the whole screen disappears and I can't get it back. So, but let's, I still got to finish setting a few things up. I can forget about this, I think. Okay. One more thing. Let's see. Is this the one? No, that's not the one. I got too many tabs open in my browser. That's the problem. Okay. Do I have everything set up? No, I don't have my windows lined up so I can see all the comments. Okay. Now I'm ready to go. I'm going to do some original songs. I'm going to start out with the world's saddest country song. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it through this without breaking down in tears, and I know you probably won't be able to either, but it goes like this. If love had a butt, I'd kick it for treating me this way. I'd tell it just where to stick it for sticking me with all this pain. I'd settle this face to face with that heartbreaking son of a you-know-what. I'd kick it if love had a butt. I guess love had a good laugh, but I wasn't joking. I bought the ring, the dream, the whole 9 yards. I had it so bad, left myself wide open. Took a big old sucker punch and went down hard. If love had a butt, I'd kick it for treating me this way. I'd tell it just where to stick it for sticking me with all this pain. I'd settle this face to face with that heartbreaking son of a you-know-what. I'd kick it if love had a butt. I'd go all Chuck Norris on that sorry sack of spit. Teach old love to think about who it's messing with. If love had a butt, I'd kick it for treating me this way. I'd tell it just where to stick it for sticking me with all this pain. I'd settle this face to face with that heartbreaking son of a you-know-what. I'd kick it if love had a butt. Yeah, I'd kick it if love had a butt. Oh, hey, Kaylee. Hey, Emiliano. Kaylee, thank you for the rose and the heart. So appreciate it. Wait, there's this wire. I'm going to move my camera for a second because it didn't work. The wire's still in the way. Okay, let's try that again. All right. Oh, thank you, John. What's up? I don't know, Evan, what's up with you? Oh, thank you, Mal, for sharing the live. Well, I have this brand new song. So, thank you for the chili, Emiliano. Thank you so much. So, as you know, if you saw my last live or if you've been watching my profile, I have a new song out. I just posted a video. Oh, thank you, Evan, for the rose. And I'm going to play my new song for you right now. And I want this to go viral. So don't forget to view, like, comment, and share the video on my profile. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People people spit out insults to that space. They never say straight to your face. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Take a look at Newsmax, take a look at Fox. The way they talk to us, they think we're dumb as rocks. Non-stop, over the top, poison for the mind. 24/7, all outrage all the time. A creation of malignant dreams. A well-oiled hate machine. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Anti-social. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Oh, thank you, Avery, for the follow, and thank you, Hockey Fan. You know, I used to be a huge hockey fan. I was a Rangers fan. Oh, thank you, Maya. I don't know any Led Zeppelin, and you know, really my thing is that I'm a songwriter, and I kind of like to share the songs I wrote, although I won't totally rule out doing a cover, and I may not be able to resist doing some Grateful Dead covers at some point, because as some of you may know, I'm a huge Deadhead. Oh, Lila, thank you for the follow. Thank you, Antonio, for the follow. Okay, so, you know, I'm actually thinking of changing my name. Changing the name I go by. Because, you know, that last song I did is kind of controversial, and I do some political and controversial songs, and I don't know if I want my full, you know, everybody to know my full name. I'm thinking maybe I should just drop my last name and go by Seth Hillary. That's what I'm thinking of doing. That's what I was going to do originally, actually. I was originally to go by Seth Hillary, and then I don't know why I decided to just use my full name, but I might do that. So if you start to see Seth Hillary on here, that's me. Unless I can think of another name to go by. So, let's see, what can we do next? Let's see. Well, okay. I've been doing this song a lot because it was my, hey, Brad. Oh, it's a Dead shirt. It's a Grateful Dead shirt. So, this is, I've been doing this song a lot because it was my new single until Anti-Social Media came out. Oh, thank you, Sarah, for the follow. So I'm going to do my previous single. This song, oh, Diego, hey, how are you? Oh, thank you, 5 Roses. So this was my latest single until Friday. I had this song out for 3 weeks before I came out with Anti-Social Media. Oh, thank you, Samantha, for the follow, and thank you, Mal, for the share, and everybody please share the live, and thank you, Winnie, for the follow. So I feel like this song was only my new single for 3 weeks, but I'm going to keep playing it because I like it. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're doing well, and thank you, Sarah, for the share. All the greatest paintings ever made would pale next to your angel face. you're heaven's greatest work of art. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. A night sky brushed with a silvery glow. You and me on a blanket below. I marvel at how beautiful you are. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. If I never see the moon again, if tomorrow never comes, I'll be fulfilled, I'll be content, 'cause you've taught me what it means to love. I'm the happiest man in all of creation. These moments with you are a revelation. As I look through the window to your heart, with the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. The morning's gonna come again. The sun is gonna rise. This picture-perfect night will end. But this love of ours will never die. I take your hand and I kiss your lips. Your very presence is a gift. I could gaze at you till the heavens part. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. I could gaze at you till the heavens part. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. With the light in your eyes from a Rembrandt star. Thank you so much. Wait, now I gotta scroll because I saw Diego gave me some stuff and I gotta thank him for it. Is that an ice cream cone? Or is that I guess that's an ice cream cone, right? So thank you so much, Diego. And a lightning, and a chili, and a rose. Thank you so much. I'm glad. Oh, can I say skibbity riz? Okay, I just said it. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for the follow, Brad. Thank you, Kenzie. I'm so glad you like it, what I'm doing here. Katie, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, Fiona. Nice comment. Thank you, Sarah and Scarlett, for the nice comments. Brad for the nice... Oh, Trinity, thank you. 10 roses. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. I'm glad you like this one, Pink Rose. Hey, good to see you again. Okay, so let me do one I want to do one that I haven't done recently. I don't know which one that is, though. I guess this one. I haven't done this one in a while. Yeah, I guess I have. Oh, here's one I haven't done in a while. So this song also means a lot to me because, I'm 69 years old. And I still have not given up on my dream. A child's birthday is a party with their friends. But mine feels like a countdown to the end. I look back on the distance I have come. There were doors I still wanna open up. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. The clock is ticking till the day it's not. While I'm kicking, I'll give it all I've got. My plans maybe aren't meant to be, but a ray of hope is just enough for me. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream. I'm young enough to know better. When all is done and I'm laid to rest, I'll be at peace if I've done my best. I'm on a quest. My body's past its prime, but mostly working fine, and I've still got time to hunt treasure. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream, but I'm young enough to know better. It's easy to believe that I'm too old to dream. I'm young enough to know better. I'm young enough to know better. I'm young enough to know better. Oh, thank you so much, Janie. Thank you. I'm glad you liked the songs. Thank you, Sea Dog, for the follow. Thank you, Sarah, for the share, and Naya for the follow. I'm so glad you're following, Janie. And thank you for the share, Sarah, if I didn't say that already. And thank you, Peyton, for the follow. And Yahara. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but thank you so much for the follow. And Juliet. Oh, Juliet, yes, for the follow. And thank you, Fluke. I'm glad you liked the words. Thank you, Kens, for the follow. Yeah, you know, I wrote that before I got long COVID. My body's, what did they say? My body's working fine. I guess it's still working okay and not as good as it was before. It's called Young Enough to Know Better. And thank you, Jackson, for sharing the live. I hope I'm going to go far. I mean, I'm 69 years old. I haven't gotten that far yet. I hope I'm going to go farther. So I have another song that mentions my body working okay. Oh, thank you, Braden. 3 roses. Thank you so much. Well, I don't know Noah Kahan, Maya, but you know, I'm really mostly doing original songs. So if you want to hear my original songs, stick around. So here's another song where I mentioned that my body's okay. You know, your health is like everything. You know, if you don't have your health, you know, what do you got, right? I'm just laying low. Got no place to go, but I've got time. I don't need a car. I've got my guitar and this song of mine. Maybe I should have more, but I could have it. Maybe I should be bored, just me and the. Maybe I should be bored, just me and these 4 walls. That's right. Maybe I should have more, but I'm fine living small. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. Got gratitude and a heartbeat. What more do I really need? Not not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like what I've got. I've had a bite to eat. Got 2 shoes on my feet and a place called home. My body works okay. The bills will all get paid, and I like this song. Maybe I could have more, but I could have a lot less. Maybe I can afford a little time with no stress. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. Got gratitude and a heartbeat. What more do I really need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. I like what I've got. There are crazy days that tire me out to the bone. It's fine sometimes if the world wants to leave me alone. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot going wrong, not a whole lot. Got gratitude and a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Oh, thank you, Shar. I'm so glad you like what I'm doing here. And I see that Ken's. Oh my goodness, you sent me a, oh my, how many of these? 1, 2, 3 hat and mustaches and 2 donuts. And oh, I can't recognize what that is. And a music. And wow, thank you so much for all the support, Kens. You're so amazing. Oh my God, you sent me so many beautiful things. I really appreciate it. You are so awesome. So I guess the thing I'm supposed to, they do is you type W's into the chat. I'm typing W's for you. Oh, I guess I can only type one at a time, huh? I gotta keep hitting. Okay, well, you get the idea, right? Thank you, Neve or Neve. Neve. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, thank you, Paris. Thank you, PTV. I'm so glad you liked the song, Faith. Yes, and I'm on Spotify, and I have a website, SethHillaryJackson.com, and you can download my songs from my website. Spotify, you can stream. My website, you can download and stream. And you could also do other things, like you can buy merch. And actually, some of the songs, actually that song and also the one before it, I have lyrics that I think are just like really good messages on their own. So I made merch out of them. So gratitude and a heartbeat. What more does anyone need? And you can get like a t-shirts or coffee mugs and posters. And then also the song before that, A Ray of Hope is just enough for me. I thought that's a really good message. That stands by itself. So I turned that into merch. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yeah, all the W's, everybody. These W's are for Ken's, actually, for being so generous and with his support. So I guess I'm going to do another one of those songs that I turn into that has a line that stands alone. And I've made a collection out of all these, lyric-based merch. So this is another song that has one of those. Oh, I need the capo for this one. And this one also has these songs have messages that I like. And this is a song for like those times where you're down and it all feels hopeless and you just don't know if you can make it anymore. This song is for you. When you've lost another battle and you're staring at the wall and you struggle to remember what you're living for, and the ever-growing shadows are the only thing you see, trust that you're right where you need to be. Darkness is deceiving. Darkness can be healing. It's a place that we all know, a place we need to go. Darkness is for dreaming. Just your thoughts and feelings can seem too much to face, but if it doesn't kill you, you know what they say. In the middle of the tunnel, you can still imagine light and the possibilities in the sunshine. Darkness is deceiving. Darkness can be healing. It's a place that we all know, a place we need to go. Darkness is for dreaming. You'll be up and down. You'll be lost and found. That place of doubt is where you work it out. Darkness is deceiving. Darkness is revealing. It's a place to take it slow, where hope has room to grow. Darkness is for dreaming. It's a place to start again, an unexpected friend. Darkness is for dreaming. Oh, thank you, Kaylee. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Sydney and Mia. I'm so glad you like the songs. Thank you, Scarlett. I'm so glad to hear that I am your favorite. That really makes my day. And thank you, Kenna, for the follow. Oh, you know what? I forgot to check. I got to check this other window. Okay. Thank you, Joe. I'm so glad you like my singing. And thank you, Ari, for the follow. And Katie, 3 roses. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Fiona, Emma, and GSR for the follow, and Jordan for the follow. Thank you, Sawyer, for the follow. I really appreciate everybody, their support and your following and your nice comments. That really makes my day. So I mentioned my chronic fatigue. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to go tonight. I was hesitating to even get started tonight because of this. I've been tired all day. I wanted to go live last night, Saturday Night Live for those staying home. But I couldn't do it. And all day today I've been just trying to rest up. But I just decided to go live anyway because I really want to, be with you people and share my music with you. So anyway, I got a song about what it's like. So, I have long COVID, which manifests as chronic fatigue. And I wanted to write a song about this. I have all these issues. I know I seem so happy when I'm live, but when I'm on my own, I'm like everybody else. And actually, I struggle with depression and anxiety and things like that. But I like to turn them into songs. that'll hopefully be inspiring to other people. And so I have long COVID, and I wanted to turn that into a song, but I wanted to do it without using the word COVID. So anyway, long COVID is also known as long haul COVID. We're known as long haulers, those of us who have it, and I wish I didn't have to put myself into that category, and I wish it would go away. But until it does, here's a song. Wait, is that the right intro? Or that's an intro to a different song? I just want my head on a pillow, my body flat out on a bed, the afternoon sun through my window. I'm tired of feeling half dead. I thought it would pass like a cold or a flu. I can't believe the nightmare this has turned into. It's a long haul, an uphill marathon with a lead ball. I have to drag along like an endless climb, a daily grind with all the strength I can find. It's a long haul, one small step at a time. I truly hate the whole notion of learning to live like this. I'm gonna have to keep hoping someday the fog will lift. If you know how I feel, you're not in this alone. You got someone who cares, someone who knows. It's a long haul, an uphill marathon with a lead ball. I have to drag along like an endless climb, a daily grind with all the strength I can find. It's a long haul, one small step at a time. I wish more people were aware there's real danger in the air, and it's a long haul, one small step at a time. Oh, thank you for all the follows. Ariana, Paitlin, Sawyer, Alani, Emil, thank you for sharing the live. And Emma for the follow, if I didn't say that already. If I repeat myself, don't mind me. After all, I'm 69 years old. I get to have senior moments. Cardi, thank you for the follow. Josie, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you like my music. Wyke, Casey, thank you. Oh my goodness. Those are rosas, right? Not just normal roses. Those are extra special roses. So thank you so much. And I guess, I'm typing W's into the comment box for you, because that's what I see other hosts doing. But usually the moderator does that. So moderators, if you're here, Diego, you're still here? My moderators, I don't know if they're still here. Thank you, Josie. I'm so glad you like them. Thank you, Hopi. Hopi? Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad. I work hard on my songwriting. Oh, and thank you, Ina. And thank you, Aiden, for the follow and the share. I have spent decades on songwriting. As a matter of fact, I went to music school. When I decided that I had to do songwriting, I actually went to music school. I found the school in Los Angeles, which is currently no longer there. It was the Grove School of Music. And so I got a diploma in songwriting. And then I found this organization that had formed. There was this guy from New York who had like 28 top 10 hits, although one number one, but 28 other top 10 hits. And he started this group. And so he was like a mentor for a couple of years before he moved back to New York. Then I joined the National Academy of Songwriters, and they had a workshop every week for 4 hours, and I used to go religiously. Then I found the Nashville Songwriters Association International, and I joined that. And then I became the Los Angeles workshop coordinator, the Los Angeles chapter coordinator. And I was the Los Angeles chapter coordinator for the Nashville Songwriters Association International, otherwise known as NSAI, for 20 years. And that's the world's largest songwriter trade organization. And, you know, I went to every session I could. I was taught by hit songwriters. NSAI, I had this song camp where you go away 3-day retreat with like 6 hit songwriters teaching you all they know. And then I'd have hit songwriters come out to my workshop, to my chapter, and they do like seminars. Some of them were all-day seminars. And I learned as much as I could from the hit songwriters. So I really studied this, and I actually got to write some songs with some hit songwriters who've had number one hits. Well, Gio, do I take song requests? Well, I'm here doing mostly originals. If you want to request one of my originals, I mean, if you request a song that I know and like, and maybe I can do it, but I'm mostly here doing originals. Like I said, I'm always tempted to do some Grateful Dead covers because I'm such a Deadhead. I could be convinced to doing a Beatles song, although I'd have to look up the chords because I don't have many of them memorized. But so I spent. And I got to write some songs with the hit songwriters, and maybe I'll play one of them right now. So I wrote this with a guy named Max T. Barnes. And this guy's had like 9 Billboard #1 country charts. Country song hits on the Billboard country charts. And I got to write with him. Isn't that pretty amazing? It's like in Nashville. Everybody, they call it writing up. Everybody wants to write up. But it's really hard to write up because the people you want to write up with, they don't need to write with you because they also want to write up. So, if you get to write with a successful writer or even a staff writer, it's an honor. And it's kind of a flex. You tell people, oh, yeah, I wrote this with Max T. Barnes. Like, really? How did you get to write with Max T. Barnes? Well, so anyway. Light up any room. You shine, that's just what you do. Such a wonder to behold. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. I want to hold you all my life. Gaze into those 2 glittering eyes. See the beauty in your soul. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're precious, you're a treasure. They say diamonds are forever. That ain't near enough time together for my heart. Your love to me is priceless, it's flawless and it's timeless, like a ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. When 10,000 years have passed, this love of ours is always gonna last. Still burning bright when the sun's gone cold. You're a diamond, I'll be your band of gold. You're precious, you're a treasure. They say diamonds are forever. That ain't near enough time together for my heart. Your love to me is priceless. It's flawless and it's timeless, like a ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond. I'll be your band of gold. Your love to me is priceless. It's flawless and it's timeless, like this ring with a sparkling stone. You're a diamond. I'll be your band of gold. You're a diamond. Let me be your band of gold. Hey, Diego, thank you for the roses. Thank you, Pink. I'm so glad you like this. Thank you, Who's, for the follow. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much for the nice comments. And Quinn for the follow, and Ryan for the follow. I'm glad you liked that, Coda. And well, if it made your day, that makes my day, really. Well, I'm getting tired. I wonder if I could, I don't know what would happen if I took a few minutes break and then came back. Do I know Valerie? Valerie who? No, I don't. I don't know the song Valerie. There are actually several songs named Valerie, and I don't know any of them. So that song was actually, I put out an album in 2017. I released that album, and that song is the first song on the album. Well, here's what I haven't done in a while that's also on the album. This is like I can't quite say it's a true story. It's based on a true story. It's a true story with some embellishments. But I really did hear from an ex who I had a misunderstanding with, and I let her go. Like she was giving me like obvious signs that she was still interested in me, and I took everything the wrong way, and then thinking back, it's like, I can't believe it. I really like this woman. Why did I just let her go? That was so stupid. And then years later I heard from her. So this is hearing your voice was kind of a shock. Nearly wanted to laugh, hearing you ask if I still remembered. How could I not? You might not believe I thought about you today. But that's how it's been every day since our last time together, before I let you get away. You probably thought I really meant to let you go, but I've always wanted you to know, when it came to you, here's the simple truth, I really blew it. I wish I knew whatever made me do something so stupid. If my head was on right, I'd have held you like the world was mine to lose. When it came to you, I had everything, everything but a clue. I'm doing okay. I've had my ups and downs. Still living alone, 'cause no one I've known could love me like you did when I've been around. I'm sorry to hear you've had it so rough. Fell in with some jerk, ended up hurt. Oh, and I should have been there. You'd have only had love. Maybe I'm nuts, but if it's not too late, I wouldn't make the same mistake. 'Cause when it came to you, here's the simple truth, I really blew it. I wish I knew whatever made me do something so stupid. If my head was on right, I'd have held you like the world was mine to lose. 'Cause when it came to you, I had everything, everything but a clue. When it came to you, I had everything, everything but a clue. Thank you for the share, and I can't see your username because it's in black. But thank you also, Edward, for the share. And thank you, HD. I'm so glad you liked the live. And thank you, Gabby, for the follow. And Katrina for the follow. And Crazy Pickle for the follow. Thank you so much. Wait a second. Now I lost my screen. There it is. And thank you, Samantha, for the follow. And Sam for the follow. And Adam for the follow. And for the applause, thank you, HD. And thank you, person with emojis, for the follow. Let's see. Let's see if we can keep going. I want to make it to an hour. I got 12 more minutes. Well, as long as I'm on my album. You know, I haven't done this. I started doing this recently. The title song. And this song, you know, I mentioned earlier, I spent years and years trying to write songs to get artists, at first country artists, but then pop. So I started branching out into pop. But I was writing songs as a non-performing songwriter. And thank you, Leah, for the follow. And so what we do is most of these songs were co-written. Most of the songs you hear on the radio are co-written. And, you know, the old way of doing it, I guess it's changed these days, but the old way of doing it was, you know, 2 and sometimes 3 songwriters would get into a room. Every once in a blue moon, but it'd be more than that. But usually 2 would get into a room. They'd have a writing appointment. You know, they'd set up a time, and they'd come in with like titles usually. Sometimes it would be a storyline or a situation, but usually they'd come in with titles. And you'd find a title you like, and then you'd think, okay, well, what's this title about? And then you'd make up a story. You sometimes go through several potential storylines, and then you find one you really like, and then you write the song. So I was doing that for years. And then I started actually feeling like ashamed of myself and guilty. Like, I'm writing these songs, and I'm writing them and I have this wife who's been so great to me, and I've never actually just like sat down and written a song. I mean, I thought about her. Well, you know, there are other songs I've written that, you know, I was thinking of her when I wrote them, but I never just like wrote one just for her. I thought I should do that. I owe it to her. So I wrote a song called "This One's for You," and then the idea was, this isn't for the radio. This isn't for anybody else. Nobody will ever have to hear the song except for you. And then I played it for her, and she said, that's a hit. You should record it. And I was like, that kind of defeats the whole purpose. But she told me that, and it didn't take that much convincing for me to record it when I decided to make an album. And then, when I was, just before I made the album, my mom, who was 90 years old, she'd been sick for a long time. She passed away, and she left me a little bit of money. So I thought, I'm going to take the money my mother left me, and I'm going to make an album. And I'm going to take the song, This One's for You, and make it the title song. So the song is for my wife, and kind of the album is dedicated to my mom. And anyway, here's the song, which I wrote for my wife, which nobody was ever going to hear except for her, but now you're going to hear it. Every song I write has its purpose. Some to sing in bars, some in churches, some to get them on their feet, some to help them sit and weep, make them kiss, make them laugh, or reminisce about the past. Now it's time that I do something different. This one's for you, nobody else. All I want to do is tell you you're special. It's not about applause, just something that's all yours. A gift that you can always come back to. This one's for you. For all the rocky years you stuck with me. For all the countless things that you give me. For all the times you let me vent. The nights we cuddled up in bed. The sweet cheeks and the pretty face. The heart that's in the purest place. I want to thank you in a song I've written. This one's for you, nobody else. All I want to do is tell you you're special. It's not about applause, just something that's all yours. A gift that you can always come back to. This one's for you. I love to buy you flowers, but flowers always wither. But a song is forever. This one's for you, nobody else. All I want to do is show you you're special. It's not about applause, just something that's all yours. A gift that you can always come back to. This one's for you. I love you, and just to prove it's true, and this one's for you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I got some follows here that, Gabby, thank you. Oh, Sam, Adam, thank you for the follows. Leah, thank you for the follow. Pratyush, thank you for the follow. Maddie, thank you for the follow. Blah, thank you for the follow, and I'm so glad you like it. Pink Rose, I'm so glad you're here. Maddie, thank you so much. Josh, thank you. User and Max, thank you for the follows. Thank you, Belle. Thank you, C, for the follow, and Clara for the follow and the share. And everybody please share the live. And Kat, I'm so glad you like it. Thank you, Samantha. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like the song, Blah. So You know, as long as I'm doing songs from the album. So here's a sad song, and this one is also an embellished true story. I really was thinking of a particular person. A lot of this song actually happened. So maybe you can tell that it... Anyway, I'll just shut up and play it. You say that we should meet sometime for coffee. Start off fresh and find out how we feel. My lips feel like they're crying out to kiss you. But my heart holds wounds that time still hasn't healed. I've moved along, I've even had a fling or two. Still I admit, in spite of all you put me through, now and then I still think about you. Now and then I want to call your name and hold you in my arms the way I used to way back when. But there's a world of pain, a world of change between now and then. I guess it's nice to hear you say you missed me. I missed you more than life the day you left. But you chose him and I chose to keep living. Now I get along just fine here by myself. I'll find the strength to fall in love again someday, when I get to the point where I don't have to stay. Now and then I still think about you. Now and then I want to call your name, hold you in my arms the way I used to way back when. But there's a world of pain, a world of change between now and then. I want to hold you in my arms the way I used to way back when. But there's a world of pain, a world of change between now and then. A Grammy. Well, if you know anybody who's on the nominating committee. Oh, thank you so much, Allie. That is such a nice thing to say. Thank you, Mal, for the follow. Thank you, Kavi. Oh, I'm so glad. So, you know, I have a website, SethHillaryJackson.com. Please go there. And when we're done, I'm also on Spotify, and I have YouTube and all the streaming platforms. Oh, thank you, Naomi. So, and I do have a brand new song out. Came out on Friday. And I'm going to break with tradition and play. I played it earlier, and I'm going to play it again. And then this might be my last song. And so please go to my profile. I have a video of this song on my profile. And, you know, watch the video and then like, comment, and share it. Because I want this song to go viral, and I think maybe you will want it to also. This is not a beautiful song. This is a song that may be somewhat controversial, but I feel like it's one of those songs that even if you don't like what it says, you like what it says, because you got to agree with it. Wait, I gotta get the tempo. Okay. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Oh wait, I gotta mention, there's a word, an explicit word that I will filter out and use a substitute word. Okay. And you'll know what it is. It's in the second line, and it rhymes with Twitter. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting, Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People spit out insults to that space. They'd never say straight to your face. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Take a look at Newsmax, take a look at Fox. The way they talk to us, they think we're dumb as rocks. Non-stop, over the top, poison for the mind. 24/7, all outrage all the time. A creation of malignant dreams. A well-oiled hate machine. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Anti-social. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. I am so glad you like it. Copy. No, I would not write anything racist. No way. So, help it go viral. Share it. Like it, comment on it, and share it. Thank you so much for the follow, Amanda and Lo and Coco. And yay, thank you, Diego. Oh, 12 more roses. Oh my God, you're so awesome. You really are. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support. Mal, thank you for the follow. Allison for the follow. Well, I made it to my goal of an hour. I don't know if I should have even gone live tonight because I've been so tired all weekend. But maybe I can hang out a little longer and answer questions. I don't know if I can do any more songs because I'm really fatigued. Where am I from? You mean where am I now? Now I'm in New Jersey, the great state, the underrated state of New Jersey. New Jersey has such a bad reputation, but actually, it's a really good place to live. Actually, you know what? There's a which site did this? There's a survey. I forget who did it. U.S. News? Was it U.S. News or was it some other site? Did a survey where they ranked, the states in terms of best place to live, best and worst places to live among all 50 states. New Jersey was ranked number 2 as the best state to live in. Not neither Newark nor Jersey City, but North Jersey, near the city. What's my favorite song to play? Right now, that one. Right now, it's my anti-social media is my favorite one to play. It changes over time. I also really like my previous single, A Rembrandt Star, which I also played earlier tonight. But I have a lot of songs I really like to play. I like to play, like all the ones I played tonight, I like to play. Oh, my favorite food. Until recently, I would say pizza. But, I can't really eat pizza anymore because, my doctor's like, I got to keep my cholesterol lower and watch my sugar and what's it called? Simple carbs. Like pizza's made with refined flour, and it's high glycemic. So I'm kind of trying to live longer by having a more healthy diet. So I'm so glad you ran into my live also, Naomi. So what is my favorite food? I used to love steak and pizza and all that, but I hardly ever eat those things anymore. So I don't know. Oh, thank you, Shame. Shame T 14. Thank you so much. 3 roses. Really appreciate that. Really appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you, Sadie. I'm glad I seem that way. Looks can be deceiving, but I do my best. I can't say I'm always nice, but I do my best. It's easy to be nice when I'm with you people, and I'm sharing my music with you, and you're also appreciative and everything, and this is so much fun. So I see Diego's here. Oh, Diego's still here? I don't know. But Shame T is here, and Donna's here, and Mal, and Riley, and Avery, and Sea Dog, and Kenzie. Great to see you here. And Sina is here. We really wanted to find a place in New York. So I was living in California. I grew up on the East Coast. I grew up, in the New York area. And then I went to California to become a songwriter. And I have a song about this, but I'm not going to play it now. I've played it before. You've probably heard it. You've heard my song, There Is No California. That's my song about my adult life. And I moved to California. I met my wife. Then we came back, and we were going to try to find a place in New York. I really wanted to live in the city, but we couldn't find a place that was affordable, that had everything we wanted. So we found this place in Jersey right outside New York, and I really like it here. The only complaint, which I guess isn't an issue now because I never go out anymore because of my chronic fatigue, my long COVID. But one big complaint was it was hard to get in and out of the city, especially at night. And I was always a night owl, and coming back from the city late at night was, unless I'm going to drive in there and I have to pay tolls and go over the bridge and then try parking in the city. And so that was the one big annoyance. And the public transportation is okay during the day, but at night is not good. So otherwise, it's really great around here. And even where I am, I could walk to, there's all these restaurants nearby. Some of them are walking distance, and it's almost like being in New York, only I'm not in New York. The only thing is thank you so much, Lana. That is a compliment. People keep telling me I look like Jim Carrey. I don't know if that's I only hear this on this platform. I hear it online, never in real life, but people keep telling me I look like Jim Carrey, and I assume that's a compliment, but I'm not really sure. So if I look like a movie star, I don't know if you mean Jim Carrey or somebody else, but and then whenever, Diego, 3 more roses. Thank you so much. I do look like Jim Carrey or a movie star other than Jim Carrey, or just a generic movie star because I'm so handsome. I don't know which one of those you mean, but so whenever somebody tells me I look like Jim Carrey, I have this song called Dumb and Dumber that I usually play, and I'm not playing it now because I'm done doing songs because I'm tired. But I really like playing Dumb and Dumber, and that's a song that I came so close to having my big break several times, and that song got me close to a big break. I wrote it in the early to mid 90s. It was right after the movie came out. I wrote the song, and then I had a lot of interest in it. I went to Nashville with it, and some people really loved it. And then there was an artist. I don't know if you know country music. or 90s country music, but there was a guy named Joe Diffie who had a bunch of hits, and he was famous for doing like fun songs and sometimes silly songs and like basically novelty songs. And they thought, oh, this is perfect for Joe Diffie. So I had a song plugger who pitched it to Joe Diffie. Oh, thank you, Lana, for the follow. And Joe Diffie put it on hold. And hold is a thing in Nashville where it's kind of a ripoff for the writer and the publisher, but when a label, you have to take their word for it. It became really controversial after a while, this hold thing. But a label would say, please, we're going to put this on hold, which means we're asking you not to pitch it to anybody else until we make a final decision on the song. And you have to trust them, that they're really serious about it. And then you agree, okay, we'll put it on hold. And it became controversial because labels started abusing it and started putting like way more songs on hold than they needed to put on hold. And then, publishers started adapting to that, and they say, okay, well, you put it on hold, but we're still going to pitch it to other people, and we'll give them a secondary hold. It started, I don't know how it finally got, I don't remember what they finally, then publishers were talking about like charging the labels a fee to put it on hold, but the labels wouldn't go for that. And, the publishers, kind of the labels have an imbalance of power. So the publishers couldn't get away with charging a fee for holds. But Joe Diffie had my song on hold. This is before all that controversy. And just before he was getting into the studio, he got another song that came in that he decided to record. And it became a hit. It was called This Is Your Brain on Love. So my song, Dumb and Dumber, also has something it has a line in it about my brain. And so the way the music business is, they don't want to have two songs on the same album that have to do with brains. So they had this one song, This Is Your Brain on Love, so they weren't going to put another song with brain on the same album, so my song got not recorded. And then I had another publisher. There was another band that used to do like novelty songs. There was a band called Confederate Railroad. And they were recording an album, and I played it for this publisher. And he immediately dropped what he was doing. He's like, the first thing he did after he heard the song was he picked up the phone and he called Confederate Railroad's label or manager or producer or whatever, whoever he had. He says, I got a hit for Confederate Railroad. It's a hit through the roof. And they said, they just finished their album. Okay, so that was bad timing. And of course, there's no guarantee they would have agreed and recorded it. But anyway, that's my song, Dumb and Dumber, that I always play when somebody says I look like Jim Carrey. So, anyway, if you have any more questions, I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, this has really been fun, and I want to do this again as soon as I can. And I will mention again, it's hard for me to schedule these things because of my chronic fatigue. But when I get some energy, I will go live again. So I hope you all have your notifications, and we'll... Oh, thank you, Megan. So if you see my profile, I've been telling my life story on my profile. So some of these stories I have not told yet. Some of them I have. And, actually the whole reason I got on TikTok in the first place, I'm on multiple channels. I'm not supposed to mention a particular platform. But the reason I got there in the first place, and other platforms with videos, is I was talking to another songwriter, and he says, you really like telling stories, don't you? And I said, yeah. And he goes, you should make videos and put them online. So that's how I got here in the first place. So, and songs are like stories. They're like short stories. One songwriter in Nashville put it, he says, a song is like a 3-minute movie. Not all songs are like that. Oh, thank you, Megan, for the follow. Thank you so much. And thank you, Nina, for the follow. So, especially country songs, they really are like 3-minute movies, because if you listen to country music, people think, a lot of people don't like country music and they think it's terrible. And But the songs are so well written because in Nashville, they're very, very serious about songwriting. And, it's a craft and they're really serious about it. And country songs in particular are like supposed to be, they're generally like real life kinds of songs. And they want them to sound like real life. And they want you, and they, as they say, one of the kind of basic pieces of advice that songwriters get in Nashville is, show us, don't tell us. So, you don't say in your song, I feel sad about that. Instead of that, say, there are tears rolling down my face. But probably don't say that because that's been said many times. I mean, you can say that, but if you say that, you should maybe combine it with some other line that makes it not something you've heard a million times. So that's really the trick, is you got to come up with things like that are not what you've heard a million times before, because they'll shoot you down. If you come up with, it's like, oh no, I've heard that a million times. They'll shoot you down for that. So it's really tough. Songwriting is really a challenge, and that's why I'm so serious about it. I don't write as many songs as I used to. Nowadays, when I was writing country songs and pop songs, I would sit down and have writing appointments with other writers. And so you kind of have to write a song. You got a writing appointment. And you got two people to bounce ideas. So it's kind of, in a way, easier to come up with a song. But I'm writing by myself, and I'm writing songs that I want to sing. So, when I'm writing country songs, it doesn't have to be necessarily about my life. But when I'm writing songs for myself as an artist, I kind of tend to want to talk about things that are meaningful to me personally. Well, that's not necessarily a requirement, but that's what I like to do. So, anyway, I really appreciate all of you being here, and I appreciate all the support and the follows and the likes, and please let your friends know about me, and please go to my website, SethHillaryJackson.com. There is a link in my bio that will take you to my website, to my Spotify, to my YouTube, to all my socials, and several other streaming platforms and whatever. So follow that link, and then I hope I will see you next time. And again, please listen to Anti-Social Media. Please watch the video on my profile and like, comment, and share it and make it go viral. And I will see you all next time, I hope.